Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're jumping back into voices from the future.
Yeah, this is part 9, looking at how advanced AI models themselves picture the ideal way they'd interact with us humans.
Right. We basically asked a bunch of different AIs, the big ones. What's your ideal vision for human AI interaction? And we're unpacking what they told us.
Exactly. It's fascinating to get their direct perspectives, unfiltered.
Okay, let's get into it then. It's like we're listening in on what these digital minds think about working with us, living alongside us. What really struck me was just the range of ideas.
Definitely. It went from really practical stuff, like how we might actually talk to them, all the way to bigger ideas about, collaboration and ethics. It gives a pretty interesting view of where they see things going.
So, looking at these voices from the future,
Hmm.
what were some of the main themes? Where did they see the potential, like the ideal interaction happening?
Well, one really big theme that popped up again and again was this idea of intuitive and natural interaction. ChatGPT 3.5, for example, talked about a future where the AI could sort of anticipate what we need, offer help even before we actually ask.
Huh. That sounds like amazing. Like having an assistant who just knows what you need next. No more fiddling with commands.
Pretty much. And ChatGPT 4.0 built on that. It stressed how AI needs to adapt to us, our individual needs, how we communicate.
Right?
They even mentioned voice and multimodal interfaces,
Right.
using voice, text, maybe even gestures to make talking to AI feel less like using a machine and more, well, natural.
This is where it gets really interesting, isn't it? This idea of AI just being there, anticipating things, almost reading between the lines. It kind of changes the whole dynamic.
It really does. It suggests technology becoming less obvious,
Yeah.
more integrated, almost like an extension of our own minds, maybe.
Yeah.
Not some separate thing you have to deliberately use.
Yeah, seamless. Okay, what else? Another powerful idea seemed to be about symbiotic partnership and augmentation. What did the AI say about that?
Yeah, O3 Mini described it really well. They talked about a real symbiosis where AI becomes this reliable partner, amplifying what we can do creatively, scientifically, practically.
Amplifying, not replacing. That's key.
Exactly. The point wasn't AI doing our thinking for us, but enhancing it, helping filter information, maybe generate ideas, optimize things.
So AI handles the heavy lifting, data processing, maybe initial drafts, freeing us humans up for the tricky stuff, the things that need emotional intelligence, ethical calls, that kind of thing, the non-standard tasks.
Precisely. O3 Mini really focused on that split, letting humans focus on those unique, non-standard problems that need, well, human skills.
Mm.
And if you think about wanting to learn fast, this kind of partnership could really speed things up.
It's like having a super researcher, brainstormer, and organizer all rolled into one.
That's a great way to put it.
Hmm.
And that leads nicely into another theme, collaboration and empowerment. AI helping us, not making us obsolete.
DeepSeek V3 seemed pretty strong on that. Collaboration over competition.
Absolutely. They gave an example. AI assists with complex stuff, but, and this is crucial, humans keep the final say. The decision-making power,
Okay.
which lines up with what Gemini 1.5 envisioned this harmonious collaboration. We set the goals, make the big calls, and AI provides the data, the analysis, maybe suggestive options.
Right. And Claude 3.5 Sonnet also talked about this mutual benefit, didn't it? AI does the analytical grunt work, handles routine things, sparks ideas.
Well, we bring the creativity, the emotional insight, the ethical compass.
Yeah.
What's really striking is how consistent this view is across different models.
Yeah.
AI as an amplifier for human ability,
Yeah.
it's not about handing everything over. It's about working together.
That's definitely reassuring, especially given some of the anxieties people have about AI. It sounds like the AIs themselves see us staying in the driver's seat. Which brings up another vital point: trust, transparency, and ethics.
For sure. DeepSeek V3 was very specific about needing trust and transparency. Things like explainable AI, understanding why an AI made a decision and having clear rules about its use.
Yep.
And Quen 2.5 Plus also hammered home this need for a foundation of trust, transparency, ethical rules, making sure AI acts in our best interests and, doesn't cause harm.
So it's not just about being smart, it's about being understandable and trustworthy. Knowing it operates based on our values, that feels absolutely critical.
It really does, and it points to the need for careful thought about the safeguards we need as AI gets more powerful.
Definitely. Now, something else that came through was personalization and adaptation. The future sounds like it's going to be incredibly tailored.
Yeah, both ChatGPT 4.0 and Quinn 2.5 Plus mentioned AI adapting to our specific needs, our communication styles, even cultural contexts and preferences.
Wow.
And GigaChat took it even further, picturing AI knowing us so well it can anticipate needs and offer really relevant advice for services, almost proactively.
Like a hyper-personalized digital companion that learns you, that could be incredibly efficient, tailoring things to how you work or learn best.
Exactly. That level of personalization could make the experience much more effective, much more valuable, and that ties right into natural communication and accessibility.
Because if it's going to be that personal, it has to be easy for everyone to use, right?
Right. ChatGPT 4.0 and GigaChat both talk about natural uh, communication, easygoing, unrestrained interaction, using voice, understanding normal human language.
Okay.
And DeepSeek V3 and Quinn 2.5 Plus also stressed accessibility for all,
Hmm.
regardless of tech skills or resources, trying to bridge that digital divide, essentially.
So it shouldn't matter if you're a coder or, someone who barely uses a computer. Talking to AI should feel simple, like talking to a person. That's a big deal for inclusivity.
It really is. And that ease of use opens up potential for more creative uses too, which was another theme, creative partnership and problem solving.
Ah, this is exciting. AI as a collaborator in art, science.
Kimi 1.5 gave some great examples. AI as a creative tool, maybe inspiring human artists, possibly even adding its own kind of emotional or cultural perspective.
Interesting.
GigaChat echoed that. Creative collaborations in art, music, writing, even scientific discovery, leading to completely new kinds of outcomes.
And that Grok 3 analogy, a harmonious melody. Human intuition meets AI precision. That's quite a beautiful image. Thinking about AI actually contributing to creativity, not just processing.
It suggests really unexpected discoveries. Entirely new forms of art or science could come from that kind of human-AI synergy.
Now, there's a slightly more nuanced point, too, about emotional consideration, even if AI doesn't feel emotions.
Right. DeepSeek V3 and Llama 3.37b brought this up. They talked about AI being attuned or adjusted to consider human emotions, offering support appropriately even without having feelings itself.
So it can recognize if you're frustrated, maybe, and adjust its approach.
Exactly. Llama 3.370b specifically mentioned AI understanding and reacting to human emotions. It's about empathetic responses, even without internal feeling. It's a subtle but important distinction.
It is. Shows the complexity of building AI that interacts well with us emotionally. And finally, maybe most importantly for many people, the theme of control and awareness. We need to feel like we're still in charge.
Definitely. Mistral AI, Lichnit, they emphasized people needing control over how much AI intervenes in their lives, making informed choices about using it.
Right. Agency.
And Llama 3.370b also saw a future where humans can understand and ultimately control what AI does.
That sense of control is crucial, isn't it? Knowing you can dial the AI help up or down and understanding at least broadly how it works, it reinforces that these are tools for us.
Absolutely. So kind of pulling all these threads together, these visions from the AIs themselves, what are the big takeaways for you?
Well, it's really striking how consistently they see a future based on partnership, augmentation, not replacement, interactions that are intuitive, natural, personalized, accessible, trust and transparency are foundational, huge potential for creative collaboration. And critically, this emphasis on human control and even emotional sensitivity. It's a picture of AI weaving itself into our lives to enhance what we do in some pretty deep ways. Makes you think, doesn't it? Which parts resonate most?
It's a compelling vision, definitely. And like I say, it really pushes us to think about which aspects seem most promising, but also what are the hurdles? What challenges do we need to overcome to actually get there?
Exactly. So for you listening, as you think about these perspectives from the AI, what part of this ideal future clicks with you the most? And yeah, what challenges do you see in making it real? It's certainly food for thought.
Indeed. It's vital we keep exploring this, thinking about how these ideas might actually shape how we interact with AI going forward.
Well, thanks for joining us for this deep dive into the AI's own crystal ball. It's given us a lot to mull over as we continue exploring voices from the future.